in the heart of a vibrant Nigerian village, surrounded by lush greenery and sounds of life, there lived a girl named Chidinma. She was known for her quick wit, agile fingers, and a knack for getting herself out of trouble with a silver tongue. Though her father had taught her the value of honesty and hard work, Chidinma often found herself taking the easier path. This habit of hers had earned her a reputation in the village, one that was not entirely favorable. Chidinma's mother had passed away when she was very young, leaving her father to raise her alone. He was a kind and hard-working man, doing his best to provide for Chidinma and teach her the virtues of integrity. Yet, as Chidinma grew older, she found herself increasingly tempted by the thrill of deceit. She would steal small items from the market and lie her way out of confrontations. Each time she got away with it, she felt a rush of excitement, believing herself to be clever and invincible. One particular hot afternoon, as the sun beat down mercilessly on the village, Chidinma was wandering through the market. Her eyes darted from stall to stall, looking for something valuable and easily taken. That's when she spotted an old woman sitting by herself under a baobab tree at the edge of the market. The woman, named Mama Ijeoma, was known for her age and wisdom. Her back was bent with the weight of many years, and her eyes, though sharp, held a depth of sadness. She sold simple goods, herbs, small trinkets, and charms. And Chidinma had heard that she often went hungry as her earnings were meager. As Chidinma approached Mama Ijeoma, she noticed a small pouch of coins lying unattended beside the old woman. Mama Ijeoma seemed to be dozing off, her head nodding gently. Chidinma's heart raised as she saw her opportunity. With nimble fingers, she reached down and snatched the pouch, quickly slipping it into the folds of her skirts. She was about to turn and leave when Mama Ijeoma's eyes snapped open. "Thief!" Mama Ijeoma's voice rang out, strong despite her frail appearance. "Stop right there." Chidinma froze, her heart pounding. She considered running but knew it would only confirm her guilt. Instead, she spun around, her face the picture of innocence. "Why do you accuse me, Mama Ijeoma? I have done nothing wrong," Chidinma protested, her voice steady despite the fear clawing at her besides. Mama Ijeoma's eyes narrowed as she looked at the girl. "I saw you take my pouch. Return it, and I will let you go." Chidinma shook her head, trying to look as sincere as possible. "You must be mistaken, Mama Ijeoma. I would never steal from you." The old woman's expression grew darker, and she muttered something under her breath. Before Chidinma could react, Mama Ijeoma reached out and touched her arm. A strange sensation washed over Chidinma, making her feel lightheaded and dizzy. The world around her seemed to spin, and she felt herself shrinking, her body changing in ways she couldn't comprehend. When the dizziness passed, Chidinma found herself looking up at Mama Ijeoma from a different perspective. She tried to speak but could only manage to squawk. To her horror, she realized she had been transformed into a chicken. Panicking, she flapped her wings and ran in circles, trying to make sense of what had happened. Mama Ijeoma looked down at the frantic chicken with a mixture of pity and sternness. "You will remain in this form until you confess your wrongdoing and apologize sincerely. Only then will I consider returning you to your true self." Chidinma, now trapped in the body of a chicken, felt a wave of despair washed over her. She tried to communicate, but all that came out were frantic clucks and squawks. She pecked at the ground helplessly, tears filling her eyes. Mama Ijeoma picked up the chicken gently and placed her in a small coop beside her stall. Days turned into weeks, and Chidinma remained a chicken, forced to witness life from a completely different perspective. She was fed corn and grains by Mama Ijeoma, who treated her with care but remained resolute in their demand for a confession. Chidinma watched the villagers go about their daily lives, longing to return to her human form from the freedom it had afforded. During this time, Chidinma had plenty of time to reflect on her actions. She realized the pain she had caused not just to her Mama Ijeoma, but to others she has deceived and stolen from. The thrill of her misdeed had been replaced by the harsh reality of her situation. She felt deep remorse and a growing desire to make amends. One evening, as the sun set and the village grew quiet, Chidinma finally mustered the courage to approach Mama Ijeoma. She clucked softly, hoping to get the old woman's attention. Mama Ijeoma looked up from her work and sighed, recognizing the change in the chicken's demeanor. Mama Ijeoma gently picked up Chidinma and looked into her eyes. "Are you ready to confess, child?" Chidinma nodded as best as the chicken could and clucked earnestly, trying to convey her sincerity. Mama Ijeoma placed her back on the ground and stepped back, muttering another incantation under her breath. A warm light enveloped Chidinma and she felt her body changing once more. Moments later, she was back to her human form, kneeling on the ground before Mama Ijeoma. Tears streamed down her face as she looked up at the old woman. "I am sorry, Mama Ijeoma. I stole from you and I lied. I was wrong and I regret my actions deeply. Please forgive me." Mama Ijeoma's expression softened and she helped Chidinma to her feet. "I forgive you, Chidinma. But remember, a lie can trap you in ways you cannot foresee. Be honest and true in your dealings from now on." Chidinma nodded, wiping her tears. She felt a profound sense of relief and gratitude. From that day forward, she vowed to change her ways. She returned the stolen pouch of coins to Mama Ijeoma and helped her with her store as a way of making amends. This experience had humbled Chidinma and taught her the value of honesty and integrity. She became known in the village not for her misdeed, but for her transformation into a responsible and a kind-hearted young woman. She worked hard to earn the trust of those she had wronged, and with time she succeeded. Years passed, and Chidinma would often tell the story of how she was turned into a chicken to the village children. She spoke of the importance of honesty and the dangers of deceit, hoping to impart the lesson she had learned. And whenever she passed by the baobab tree at the edge of the market, she would stop and greet Mama Ijeoma with a smile, grateful for the wisdom and second chance the old woman had given her. And so the story of Chidinma became a cherished tale in the village, a reminder to all that no matter how clever one might think they are, honesty and integrity are the true paths to fulfilling and respected life. Thank you for listening to our tale and for watching. I hope you enjoyed these tales. Please, if you do, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that whenever we do our posts, you can always get a notification.